Currently, I don't think, unless if the DMRE has the figures, we don't really know what the number of women-owned businesses are within the mining industry. We don't have the figures. And so I believe that we need to investigate more, develop the data so that we can improve on what we know from a qualitative to a quantitative point of view, or from a quantitative to a qualitative point of view. A new organization now that we've just formed, which is a sister organization to Women in Mining South Africa, is WIMBIZ, which is aiming to bridge that gap. It's formulated mainly to bring solution. I think what we realize now is that we need to move away from holding a stick over people's heads and saying, you're not doing this and you're not doing that, you know, and the idea is to say, okay, we've seen what the problems are, what the teething problems are, how can we be the solution? What is it that we can add in order for this to actually keep moving forward?
Thank you. Well, maybe you don't want to give me the mic because I'll speak tomorrow, so it makes sense. Hi, Lindiwe.
Hello.
Thank you so much for your presentation. My name is Sazini Makamo. I'm from Mintech. I just want to ask you a question regarding the funding. I'm in the space of trying to figure out this whole rehabilitation thing in the gold dumps. And the biggest issue is in the funding. And as I am engaging with investors, which are the off-takers, they're coming with various options of the funding. And I'm still new in this space, so I'm not quite sure which is the safest option. So if you could just speak on the funding options. I know there's an upfront funding where they buy your commodity upfront according to your CPR and your model, your financial model. And I know that there's also equity purchasing where they buy a portion of your company in return for, you know, funding. And they also have upfront loans with interest. So in your experience, which of these three would you suggest for women? As you said, women are better, we are better at managing loans. So which is the safest to go, especially when you are entering a new market and an unknown, you know, market as well? Thank you.
Hello. My name is Nyuma Karua. I'm the Executive Director for Global Arts and Mining, Malawi. Mine is not a question. I just want you, if you can, just bring back the last slide so that we can get your contact numbers. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. I will give them to you. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Naledi. I'm from Polokwane Smelters, Anglo-American. Mine is also not a question, but when you spoke about the female entrepreneurs that we know, I was actually thinking, well, I was like, okay, you, and then like Lindiwe Nakedi, she's fictional. And then I started thinking.
In Namibia, they thought I was Lindiwe
Nakedi, yeah, you know. So I started thinking at our operations as well, the entrepreneurs that are there. And I realized that the only women I can think of are the women that are doing what I would say it's like your menial tasks, if I can say it, if I can put it like that, because one is doing the gardening service, the other one is doing the cleaning service.
Right.
So, but what about the real jobs that give money, where the real work needs to be done? Those ones, they are all male dominated, and that's something that needs to change. So thank you for your presentation. This really needs to, we really need to look at enterprise development, because women don't know about the opportunities that are there. And also we are not ready to challenge ourselves. So that is something we need to look at.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
Yeah, I think if I can add to that is that because the companies that have historically been there and have gained confidence from the end users, it's easier for them to continue doing business within, you know, the different organizations, because we've already onboarded them. We know, you know, what we've got. And sometimes it's better the devil we know we've got. But at the end of the day, I think it's important to then not push them out, but get the buy-in from them.